Then, now, forever, together.
Welcome to San Francisco, California, and welcome to Monday Night Raw. As we begin here, we are opening up with Finn Balor, who has some explaining to do after attacking Dominic Mysterio before his rematch against Penta for the IC title. Let's hear him out. Well, let's get the obvious out of the way. Why did I attack Dominic Mysterio? See, it was never about the IC title. It was never about jealousy. It was always about growth and self-pleasure. See, I hated his cockiness. I hated his actions. I hated everything about him. But I had to get close to him in order for him to gain my trust, in order for me to learn everything about him. So when the time came, I would be able to take him down easy. On the other hand, he knows nothing about me. We have spent years together, and everything I have told him, everything I have shown him, has all been false. I have manipulated and twisted my life, my values, in order to trick Dominic. And now, it is time for my self-gain. I'm ready to not only put Dominic away, but I am also ready to put away another thing I've hated for a very long time, and that is everyone in the Judgment Day and the whole idea of the Judgment Day away as well. It is time to release the demon within me. And Finn Balor explaining why he attacked Dominic. Apparently, Finn is not only sick of the Judgment Day, everyone in it, but he has always hated Dom and is just using this for self-growth in order for him to prosper, to grow, to move forward. And apparently now he is ready to release that demon inside of him. Something tells me that the Judgment Day, that Dominic Mysterio, will not let that happen so easily. But for now, we move our focus into our first match of the night. Last week, we had Roxanne Perez call out Jada Parker from NXT, from OTM, as she has been messing with with Roxanne Perez ever since her arrival here in the main roster, here on Monday Night Raw. And Roxanne Perez, who has now been able to restart her beginnings here on Raw, as she was able to beat Valhalla. Still not fair and square, as Jada Parker, tried getting in the way, but she was able to get the victory. And now we have Roxanne Perez trying to eliminate that distraction, trying to eliminate this woman right here from NXT. And now for this match, has signed with Monday Night Raw. I'm not sure if it is going to be an official long-term team. Oh my days, a long-term thing. But tonight, we are able to see the powerhouse, the athletic, the beast, Jada Parker, go face-to-face against Roxanne Perez, who called her out. You still got to figure out why Jada Parker was interrupting and trying to cause Roxanne to lose. Maybe it was jealousy. Maybe we find out. Maybe we don't. But for now, these two women are ready to go face to face. Roxanne ready to put away the interrupting and that thorn on her side, which has been Jada Parker. On the other hand, we have Jada Parker, who is trying to show off against a main roster superstar in Roxanne Perez and potentially secure a permanent spot here on Monday Night Raw. As we begin this match, it is Roxanne Perez who is starting off hot. She has been frustrated as her first official match as a Raw superstar became a losing match and a forgetful debut. Hold on. Pinfall, but she cancels. Roxanne Perez does not want the pinfall just yet as she looks to attack and destroy the body of Jada Parker. First, make sure she pays for what she has done to her, because as I was saying, Roxanne's official debut as a Raw member, well, it was forgetful, and it was, she took the loss, so it wasn't the best of debuts. Jada Parker cost her that match, try to, also ruin her second. However, Roxanne Perez learned from the mistake of the first match and was able to get it done as now a big splash onto Jada Parker as Roxanne Perez continues attacking. Now she removes everything and clears the commentator's table as she looks to just demolish Jada Parker for everything she has done to her. However, Jada countering with some big fists. These two women trying to go back and forth on the outside of the ring. They've obviously already had many matches down at NXT, but this rivalry, these action between the former NXT woman once again grows here on Monday Night Raw as Roxanne Perez with some big right punches onto the face of Jada Parker, ending it with a slap. A lot of anger, a lot of frustration behind all the attacks of Roxanne Perez, who is not allowing Jada Parker to even shine, to show a little bit of her talents. I know Triple H is watching. I know our GM is watching as Jada Parker tries to demonstrate she is ready for the main roster. However, Roxanne Perez, with a beautiful move, is not trying to allow that, as now Pop Rocks has been hit on Jada Parker. And oh my days, look at the cockiness. A little celebration. A kiss blown to Jada Parker from Roxanne Perez, as Jada Parker, though, trying to still maintain herself in this match. Big kick. Roxanne Perez now about to be sent into the corner. No, countered as Jada Parker is now sent on to the other side of the corner. And Roxanne Perez looking to pick up Jada Parker, looking to drop her down. And is she now going to look for the pinfall? No. Roxanne Perez is going to charge up. She is going to look for that submission. Can she make Jada Parker tap? Can she get it done? Yes, she can. As Roxanne Perez has been able to put away this woman right here, who has been a thorn in her side, who has been interrupting her matches, distracting her, costed her a loss. And now Roxanne Perez has been able to put her away, but no! Roxanne Perez is still not finished as she attacks Jada Parker after an already brutal match and sends her into the steel steps. This story between these two ladies is definitely just getting started. And another thing that is just getting started here tonight, we have a Money in the Bank qualifying match, as Money in the Bank is this weekend. I am hyped up. I am ready for two ladder matches, for Io Sky against Alexa Bliss, and for Ethan Page against Joe Hendry for the TNA World Championship. And it has been set in stone. Those are the only 4 matches we are going to get. But what an amazing 4 matches those are going to be, we obviously have the 2 ladder matches and then 2 amazing championship matches. Not to belittle Io Sky and Alexa Bliss, but TNA World Championship being defended on WWE territory. That is incredible, and I am ready to see if Joe Henry will retain or if Ethan Page, a WWE superstar, can hold a title from a different promotion. We'll have to find out. We'll have to see, as we now have Kairi Sane coming out as our second superstar. I was distracted with talking about Money in the Bank, but our first superstar was Shayna, who came out looking to qualify for Money in the Bank, and now Kairi Sane, the second superstar in this match, who will be the third and who will earn their ticket into Money in the Bank, which, reminder, is this weekend. I am hyped up because once that Money in the Bank briefcase starts getting involved, starts lurking around, things get interesting between foes, friends, rivals, and people you never thought would have to face each other. We'll have to see who ends up winning for both the men's and women's. But now, the third superstar in this match, who's it gonna be? It is none other than the man, Becky Lynch, your women's Intercontinental Champion, looking to earn an opportunity to potentially become a double champ, as she is already the Women's Intercontinental Champion. And with that Money in the Bank briefcase, she can cash in on Dakota Kai, on Tiffany Stratton, on Alexa Bliss, anything. And, I almost forgot to say, even the tag titles if she wishes. Anything, anyone, if she is able to win it. But first, she must qualify, as our 3 superstars are now out in the ring and ready to get this match underway. Who will qualify for the Money in the Bank ladder match as we begin this match? Kairi Sane, Becky Lynch, and Shayna. All 3 superstars ready to go as we begin this match. It is Becky Lynch who got the first hit on Kairi Sane. However, Shayna was right there ready, and Kairi Sane right there as looking to send Shayna flying, and successful while doing so. But right there and then is Becky Lynch looking for the pinfall. But a kick out at 1 as Becky Lynch going for the second opportunity. But a kick out at 1. Once again, now Becky Lynch blocks Shayna's kick and attack. As now Kairi Sane, never mind, was trying to get at Becky Lynch. However, Becky just running around instead trying to get at Shayna. As Becky Lynch now attacks both superstars, looks for the pinfall. Kairi Sane able to break the count. As Becky Lynch looking dominant and now looking to attack Kairi Sane, picking her up and looking to drop her face first onto the turnbuckle. As now Shayna is now looking to deal some damage onto Becky Lynch. However, Becky able to counter, looking for the pinfall. 1. But a kick out at 1 from Shayna. As Becky Lynch, though, continues her attack now on Kairi Sane, sending her onto the ropes. Big punch. Shayna interrupts, decides to target Kairi Sane. Quickly attacked by Becky Lynch, though, who at the moment, Becky has looked by far like the favorite in this match. She has been dominant. She has been doing everything as she looks for the pinfall. 1, 2, no. Kick out at 1 from Shayna, excuse me. If I'm gonna be honest, I haven't heard too much of this Shayna for a while up in NXT. I knew a bit about her once she came up to the new roster, it's like a whole different person. She is nothing like who she was in NXT, and maybe, just maybe, by winning this match and qualifying for Money in the Bank, she can start aiming towards titles and aiming towards being back on that, level of being at the top. As Becky Lynch and Kairi Sane fight it out. Becky on top. Now we have Shayna with some big kicks to Becky Lynch, as she now looks at Kairi Sane, and a big freaking hit, to the face of Kairi Sane. Becky Lynch able to counter Shayna's attack onto her, and now Becky Lynch looking for the submission, looking for the armbar, but no. Kairi Sane breaks the submission hold. This match continues as Becky Lynch gets up slowly. She is now being hit and attacked by Kairi Sane. Big elbows as Kairi Sane looking for the finisher. However, Becky Lynch able to counter and able to finish off a huge stunner onto Kairi Sane. As now Shayna sends outside the ring. Becky Lynch looking for the pinfall. 1, 2. Oh, but Shayna went inside of the ring and broke the count at the very last second. This match continues. Becky Lynch, though, is still the most dominant, looking for the pinfall. Second time. 2, 3, and just like that, Becky Lynch has qualified for Money in the Bank. And now she has a slight opportunity at potentially becoming a double champion this weekend. She still has to go on, win the Money in the Bank briefcase, and then cash it in and be successful while cashing it in. But nevertheless, there's a chance, as now we are ready to hear from Rusev, the Redeemer. He has targeted Austin Theory. It seems like he is done with that now. Let's go ahead and hear him out. You guys don't know it yet, but my message to Austin Theory, it was a success. And now I aim to be 100% accuracy. Otis, I am coming after you. You waste your potential in Alpha Academy. It is time to rise. Watch out. As Rusev claims that his message, which was sent to Austin Theory, was successful, even if we don't know it yet. And now he's going after Otis. So Otis is going to have to watch out, but we are not done there. As now we have Braun Strowman, the SOB, ready to talk it out. So let's go ahead and hear this giant man out. Ever since Trick Williams has arrived here on Monday Night Raw, he has been in my way. He has been a thorn in my side. And I want to put an end to this. So Trick Williams, me and you, no holds barred match next week. What do you say? And we have Braun Strowman now calling out Trick Williams to a no holds barred match next week. Trick Williams has a little under a week to respond, so that Braun may know if he's going to end up fighting or not on Monday. That is going to be a fantastic match, as now we are jumping in to the into the finale, the final match of the #1 Contenders Tournament for the World Tag Team titles. And the first team coming up, they came for NXT, they conquered, and they ruled over NXT, and now they have made it up to the main roster. They have made it up onto Monday Night Raw, and tonight they may earn the opportunity to call themselves the #1 contenders for the World Tag Team titles and potentially become champions here in the main roster. almost instantly. However, their opponents, they are the former World Tag Team Champions. They lost the titles at WrestleMania in a controversial way as the War Raiders look to this time earn an opportunity to face off against the New Day, as the New Day has not been wanting to give them that rematch which they deserve. So tonight, the War Raiders are trying to earn that opportunity. Who will be able to call themselves the #1 contenders for the World Tag Team titles? Will it be the newest, hottest talent in the tag team division here on Raw, Fraxium from NXT, now in the main roster, looking to earn a title shot against the New Day? Or will it be the former World Tag Team Champions who are looking not only for an opportunity to get the titles back, but also seeking some revenge and, just trying to get themselves back to that level and that mindset before they lost. And once again, trying to get that revenge against the New Day for how they won their match at WrestleMania. Hint, hint, cheating, shortcuts. Ain't a big fan of that. But anyhow, we are ready to begin this match. Fraxium, the War Raiders, as Axiom and Eric get this match started for us. How will it begin? Quickly, it is Axiom with some big drops onto Eric. I am hyped up, not only for this match, but I'm hyped up to see that championship match. If the War Raiders win, you get a rematch of WrestleMania, where this time it's the War Raiders trying to win the titles back. And who knows, what they'll do in order to become champions, and vice versa, what the New Day will do in order to retain their titles. On the other hand, you have one of the hottest, best, and newest teams here on Monday Night Raw, who, if they make it into that championship match, it is a refresher, as well as something new for the New Day. They have not faced this team yet. They won't know what to do, how to handle any of this. So both ways are interesting, as Nathan Frazier looking to put this match away, but a kick out at one from Eric. At the moment, Fraxium looking very good, as Nathan Frazier with a big kick to Eric. Eric gets up, now some big slaps countering Nathan Frazier. Big kick, looking now to pick up Nathan Frazier. Nathan Frazier able to stick the landing now. Reverse DDT, I'm not even sure what to call that, as Nathan Frazier continues his attack and now looking to make the tag onto Axiom, who is now the legal superstar Eric, who still has not, oh my gosh, I am stumbling over my words here tonight. Axiom trying to fly, however, Eric able to make the tag to Ivar, as Axiom sends Ivar flying to start off this match for Ivar. Some huge strength in the legs from Ivar, as now, Ivar able to just barely scrape the legs of Axiom, which causes him to miss Ivar, and now this allows Ivar to be on the attack, to be in control in this match. Axiom with a big elbow defending himself, now Superman punch as he looks for the pinfall. One. Kick out at one, quick kick out from Ivar. Expected at least a 2 count, but no, as Axiom though continues his attack. He's looking to make the splash, however, Ivar trying to crawl to the tag. He's able to make it, as now Eric is back in this match as a legal superstar. However, he is not as fresh as someone might be starting off the match, as Axiom may put this match away, but no. Kick out at 2 from Eric, and now the tag has been made, as Nathan Frazier, now the legal superstar, looking to deal some more damage on Eric, who Ivar was struggling and crawling to make that tag. However, I do think it is Eric who may be put away here, who is more injured, but Ivar quickly breaking the count before the referee can even count the 1, and now Nathan Frazier attacks Ivar because of that. That must be some frustration. He could have got the 3 count. He could have won the match right there and then, as now Nathan Frazier trying to pick up Eric. Obviously not going to work. You see the size of this man. You see the size of yourself. Gotta be a little smarter than that, as now Eric is on the attack, looking to take back control. He is hyped up. He is ready. And he is looking for that submission hold. Can Nathan Frazier reach the ropes? Will he tap? Will he be able to escape, as Nathan Frazier trying to crawl to the ropes? Not able to do so, but one thing he is able to do is escape that submission hold. As now, big splash onto Eric. And now, oh, look at Ivar hitting Nathan Frazier as he was trying to climb the ropes. And now Nathan Frazier absolutely stuns Ivar, and now a big splash onto Ivar. And now as he hops back in, looking to continue his attack on Eric. Both of the War Raiders are torn apart. They are being destroyed here by the fresh, hot, new Fraxium, as Nathan Frazier with a huge splash onto Eric now makes the tag onto Axiom. This match is not finished as Axiom charges up. He looks to pick up, and he just stole Eric's move. He pulled a Uno reverse card on Eric. And, excuse me, and now Axiom looking to climb the ropes. He gets it done. Big frog splash, excuse me, to Eric, who may be knocked out cold. Ivar not able to do anything about it, as Nathan Frazier attacks Ivar. Oh my days, I cannot speak to save my life. However, somehow it is Eric who was still able to get up, but he is quickly countered, sent into the turnbuckles, as now Nathan Frazier climbs the top ropes. He's looking to make the splash. He's looking for that Phoenix splash, pulls it off, pinfall. 1, 2, 3, and Fraxium are your new #1 contenders for the World Tag Team titles, and they will face off against the champions, the New Day, while those World Tag Team titles are on the line next week. Congratulations to Fraxium, as they were quickly able to rise to the top. They are now your #1 contenders. They have earned the title shots, but now we have Chad Gable. Let's go ahead and hear what this guy has to say. I've said this once, and I'll say it again. Dragon Lee, the LWO, they are nothing but a bunch of bullies, and I do not like bullies. I want to put this away once and for all. So Dragon Lee, I challenge you to a Falls Count Anywhere match to put an end to this once and for all. As Chad Gable came out here calling out Dragon Lee for a Falls Count Anywhere match. Things are hyping up here on Monday Night Raw ever since we got all these new faces. Obviously Dragon Lee or Chad Gable aren't new, but just in general, ever since we saw these new faces, things have been sparking up. Lots of rivalries. We heard from Braun earlier. Rusev, as he returned, has been sparking things up with Austin Theory, Grayson Waller, and he now targets Otis. Things have been lighting up, and personally, I'll take it, making things very interesting. And talking about interesting, we now have another Money in the Bank qualifying match as our first superstar coming out, Bayley, who has been on the search for the Women's Intercontinental title as well as the Women's World Championship. Can Money in the Bank be her key to earning either of those? But in her way, the second superstar in this Money in the Bank qualifying match is one half of the Women's Tag Team Champions, Raquel Rodriguez. As we saw in our previous Money in the Bank qualifying matches, the other half of the Women's Tag Team Champions, Liv Morgan, was able to win her match and qualify for Money in the Bank. Can Raquel Rodriguez repeat that? And now the third superstar in this Money in the Bank qualifying match. We saw how she did at the Queen of the Ring qualifying matches. Wasn't the best. Hoping that she can improve upon that, and hopefully she can. As well as we already saw Karrion Kross qualify. They're going to want to go together. So let's see how it goes as this match begins. It is Scarlett who starts off hot, attacking Raquel, but Bayley is right there ready to drop both of her opponents. Big punches from Bayley. As now Scarlett, though, is right there ready to attack Bayley. Bayley able to prevent the attack, but a quick boot from Raquel Rodriguez. As now Scarlett sends Raquel into the, never mind, countered. However, Bayley able to drop Raquel Rodriguez. This match is going quick. I'm already stumbling over my words. And this match has only just begun. A quick reminder. This weekend, Money in the Bank, we have both the men's and women's Money in the Bank ladder matches, as well as Joe Henry, the TNA World Champion, defending his TNA World Championship for the first time on WWE territory against All Ego Ethan Page. We also have a rematch of a match from Clash at the Castle. Only thing that has switched here are the champions, as Io Sky gets her rematch against Alexa Bliss for the Women's World Championship. Alexa Bliss trying to be successful in her first title defense. On the other hand, we have Io Sky, who looks to regain her title just a couple weeks after losing it to Alexa Bliss, your Queen of the Ring, at Clash at the Castle. And let's take a look back at the match as Bayley is tearing down both of our opponents using a sledgehammer at the moment on Scarlett. Hit Raquel Rodriguez a couple times with it, but it is Scarlett who is getting the worst part of it. Once more to Scarlett. This time Raquel Rodriguez able to dodge pinfall. One, but a kick out at one. As now Raquel Rodriguez trying to do some damage to Bayley. Bayley able to dodge, however, Scarlett right there ready to attack Bayley. Ooh, now Scarlett being attacked and slammed by Raquel, who was looking for the pinfall. But Bayley was right there to quickly break that pinfall. However, now this may not be broken as Bayley. One. I spoke too soon. The count has been broken at two by Scarlett, who now attacks Bayley. And a big drop onto Bayley as Raquel Rodriguez gets up. She is now looking to attack Scarlett and potentially win the match. Big stunner to Scarlett. Bayley climbs the ropes. Big clothesline by Raquel Rodriguez, the only woman standing. Elbow drop onto Bayley. A second one. And now a third elbow drop onto Bayley. But now Scarlett is right there ready to attack Raquel Rodriguez. Able to do so, and Bayley resorting to the sledgehammer once again. Huge damage being done to Scarlett. She is bound to be out for a while, but maybe not. There's a huge spear. But Raquel Rodriguez is right there to break the count. However, Scarlett showing that even after all those attacks, she can still get the victory. Bayley, though, may be able to try to steal this victory. Hold on. 1, 2, 3, and Bayley joins the likes of Liv Morgan, Becky Lynch, Naomi, Bianca Belair, as she is able to qualify for Money in the Bank. Congratulations to Bayley, who now may have a chance at becoming a champion once more if she's able to win Money in the Bank. My question is, does she cash in on that world titles, whether it's Tiffany's or at the moment Alexa Bliss, or does she go for Becky Lynch's Women's Intercontinental Championship? We'll have to find out. But for now, we have Ludwig Kaiser coming out with a mic. Let's go ahead and hear him out. Ever since his arrival here to WWE, me and Penta have clashed. We have been rivals, and now that he has the Intercontinental title, I want to reignite that and challenge him. And look who's ready to respond, Penta, the Intercontinental Champion. Let's hear him out. Ludwig, if you want to challenge me for my title, that's fine. But you know damn well we cannot have a normal match like you said. We've been rivals. We've had our big battles. So how about we make this special? Me against you for my title in a steel caged match. You know what? Let's do it. And Ludwig Kaiser, Penta, looks like they are gonna face off against each other for yet another time, this time for Penta's Intercontinental Championship in a steel caged match. But we are not done there, as now Asuka, the Empress of Tomorrow. Let's go ahead and hear her out. It has been a while since I have held the title. That's why tonight I want to come out here and tell all the champions to watch their back. I have been eager, desperate, and ready to win a title. But guess what? Up first, Becky Lynch in a Women's Intercontinental Championship. Watch out, as just moments ago, we heard about the Men's Intercontinental Championship with Penta and Ludwig. And now we have Asuka trying to reach for that Women's Intercontinental title and calling out, or I guess telling Becky Lynch to watch out. Very interesting setup there, as we still know Bayley and Lyra are not done. Lyra had her Money in the Bank qualifying match, took up some injuries. She'll be out for a week or two, but after that, back in trying to gain her title back. Bayley obviously qualified, but after Money in the Bank, whether she's, missed Money in the Bank or not, she's going to go for Becky's title and the world title. And now we're adding Asuka into the mix, so that is getting exciting. It is getting interesting. It is bound to be good within that whole division for the Women's Intercontinental title. But for now, we focus on what's ahead, and that is this weekend Money in the Bank. And we have one more spot here on Raw for the Money in the Bank ladder match. Up first, we have Drew McIntyre looking to qualify for Money in the Bank, potentially become Mr. Money in the Bank, and hopefully for him be successful while cashing in, and he can become a world title. Maybe this time his reign will be good. But the second superstar, Big Bronson Reed, accompanied by Paul Heyman and Braun Breaker. We heard last week that Seth Rollins has decided he is going for John Cena's title rather than Jey Uso's, which opened up a big spot in that division. As Seth Rollins, while he had it, had the announcement of a match, was your number one contender. He had beat Gunther, Drew McIntyre, I believe. He had beat anyone who was in his path. Now that number one contendership is wide open. And we'll see who ends up taking that spot. Talking about Jey Uso and his title tonight. In our main event, Sami Zayn and Jey Uso go face-to-face, one-on-one, as our third superstar comes out, Dominic Mysterio. He lost his rematch against Penta for the IC title due to a Finn Balor attack who we heard from earlier, and now trying to qualify for Money in the Bank and potentially earn an opportunity for more gold as this match continues. Let's go ahead and speak about what I was talking about, that main event. Jey Uso calls out Sami Zayn saying, yo, why are you facing CM Punk, Why are you listening to John Cena and helping him out, this and that? Sami Zayn, hold on, Dominic looking for the pinfall too. Almost got it done, but a kick out at 2. Sami Zayn, though, said, hey, I haven't had a match. I'm not like you. I can't have a match every single week whenever I want. I have to earn and fight for that. So Jey Uso said, you know what? You want a match? We'll have a match. And from what I had heard, Jey Uso was setting up a tag team match. Him and Sami Zayn against whatever tag team was available. But Jey Uso ghosted, never showed up. That frustrated Sami Zayn. And now, in order to make up for it, what Sami Zayn wanted was a one-on-one match against Jey Uso. So that will be there in our main events here tonight. And then next week, Jey Uso up again against Gunther. A rematch of WrestleMania. Gunther versus Jey Uso for the World Heavyweight Championship. But for now, we keep focusing on this match, as at the moment, Bronson Reed is in control with the help of Paul Heyman. And now Braun Breaker, who is looking under the ring and slides a sledgehammer. We saw Bayley really abuse in our last Money in the Bank qualifying match. And Bronson Reed doing the same. Drew McIntyre, though, able to stop the attack early. And oh my gosh, a cheap shot from Dominic Mysterio, who may be able to put this match away. But a quick kick out from Bronson Reed, who has somehow kicked out before 1, even after that huge cheap shot. As this match continues, Drew McIntyre sends Dominic into the empty turnbuckle. Big damage being done by now Bronson Reed with a huge DDT. He is now charged up and ready as he looks to use that sledgehammer once again onto Dominic Mysterio, who has already taken a lot of damage against Finn Balor, already coming into this match weak, as he was attacked by a kendo stick before his match, and now is being destroyed and obliterated as Drew is trying to bring in steel steps. 1, 2, 3, and no! Bronson Reed has qualified for Money in the Bank. Drew McIntyre could have potentially broken the count, but the steel steps which he brought into the ring stopped him. They were in his way. He got stuck on them, almost tripped, wasn't able to break the pinfall, and now Bronson Reed has qualified for Money in the Bank with the help of the rest of the Re-Evolution, with Braun Breaker and Paul Heyman, as now we move in with Austin Theory. The man has a mic. We have to do a lot of listening today. Let's go ahead and listen to this man as well. Tonight, I am here to announce that Grayson Waller is out for 2 weeks due to that masked attacker. Tonight, I want to announce that whether you like it or not, I am that masked attacker. Rusev sent his message, and it was clear that I needed to get rid of him, and I'm ready to face those consequences. And oh my days, some big news, as Austin Theory claims or admits that he has been the masked man, which has attacked Grayson Waller twice, maybe even 3 times if you count the double in one day. Wow. And he says he's ready to deal with the consequences. Rusev's message was sent through, and now Austin Theory got rid of Grayson Waller, and they're probably going to have a split up. Austin Theory is ready to do his own thing. What a big surprise. I don't think I ever noted or said who I thought the masked attacker was. I didn't have much idea to who it was, but the fact that it was Austin Theory is shocking. I kind of saw it coming, but not too clearly. The vision was blurry. And what shocking news right there, that Austin Theory, Rusev did his job. He announced it earlier. I didn't want to believe him, but now, with Austin Theory, who is ready to face the consequences, which I personally think is just facing off against Grayson Waller, has announced himself as the masked attacker. No need to search, as he came out clean. And I think that's it for a town down under. But we gotta keep moving forward, as we are now in our main event of the night. We have Sami Zayn, who has called out Jey Uso, because Jey Uso, well, you guys know the story. Jey Uso calls out Sami Zayn, and then he's like, you want a match? Let's do a tag team match. Never shows up. Sami Zayn, out of frustration, now called out Jey Uso for this one-on-one match. And here we have it, as a World Heavyweight Champion, Jey Uso takes on Sami Zayn here in our main event tonight, San Francisco, California. Are you ready for this huge main event? Two friends, almost brothers, now face off because of some mistake from Jey Uso. We don't know why he didn't show up until Monday Night Raw. He said he wasn't going to give any excuses, rather solutions. And the solution was accepting Sami Zayn's match. Not sure if it was some photo shoot, if he needed a week off, or what the case was. But nevertheless, the fact that he didn't show up, it all led to this. And as much as the people are eating, I'm kind of siding with Sami Zayn right here. You call out your friend for making a mistake. Good on you for taking care of your friend. But then you try to help your friend and ghost on him. You flake on him. And now it has to lead to this. I blame this on Jey Uso, who called out Sami Zayn in the first place. As we now begin our main events, I have to be as neutral as possible. We'll see how it goes, as Sami Zayn is starting off hot with some big stomps onto Jey Uso. And now looking to grasp control of this match nice and early. Big punch to the back of Jey Uso. Now Sami Zayn dropping Jey Uso face first, as Sami Zayn, big knee to Jey Uso, which has just cracked open the face of the World Heavyweight Champion. I do see some blood from high angle. I'm not sure. We're going to have to double check right now with the cameras, as Jey Uso sent flying over the top ropes. And now Sami Zayn with a backward somersault. And now he is clearing the announcer's table. There is no mercy being shown here in our main event tonight, as Sami Zayn is ready to release all his frustration, all his anger on Jey Uso, who is sent into the announcer's table now for a third time. And now for a fourth, head for Sami Zayn with a big clothesline, as the ref's count gets to 6. Sami Zayn looks to send Jey Uso inside of the ring, and now Sami Zayn follows. As Sami Zayn now climbs the top ropes, he is looking to fly Jey Uso getting up slowly, and Sami Zayn with a huge crossbody onto a World Heavyweight Champion who has not been able to do much up until now, who is now able to counter Sami Zayn, and just as I said, he wasn't able to do anything. He may win the match here. Pinfall. 1, 2, kick out at 2, now switch. 1, switched. 1, 2, switch. 1, not even 1, switched. 1, kick out at 1. These boys are ready to go at it as Sami Zayn looking for this little move. What is he looking for? Backdrop onto Jey Uso as Sami Zayn is hyped up. He is charged up. He is ready. And he is looking incredible here tonight against the World Heavyweight Champion. And Jey Uso gets up quickly though. Big kick. Somehow, even after that huge stunner and signature move from Sami Zayn, Jey Uso, a bleeding Jey Uso, is now countered though, as he was looking for the double kick to the face of Sami Zayn, who, by the looks of it, Sami Zayn is not holding back. He has done everything he can to hurt Jey Uso. He has made Jey Uso bleed. He has shown no signs of hesitation, mercy. And Jey Uso, I think he's finally starting to realize, as his punches are looking a little stronger, a little heavier, and it looks like he isn't holding them back anymore. Sami Zayn in the corner just thinking a little bit, and now he is calling out Jey Uso to the outside of the ring. However, Jey, who is smart, does not follow. Instead, they meet inside of the ring. This allows Jey Uso to get onto the attack quickly. However, Sami Zayn able to counter as he now looks to send Jey Uso onto the ropes and looking to suplex and pinfall. 1, 2. Oh, but a kick out at 2 from Jey Uso. This match was almost finished, but Jey Uso able to kick out at the very, very last second. This match continues. And what a fantastic match we are having. Sami Zayn fully in control, not holding back. Jey Uso trying to counter, trying to get back into this match. Can he pull it off? He may be able to, as he picks up and drops Sami Zayn. Pinfall. 1, 2. But a kick out at 2 from Sami Zayn. Oh my days. How has he been able to kick out at that? Now sending Jey Uso over the top ropes, looking to fly, and a big dive, a Jeff Hardy type of dive from Sami Zayn onto a World Heavyweight Champion, Jey Uso, who is not able to do anything as now he is sent into the LED barricade, and Sami Zayn now just relaxing, sitting on top of the top ropes, enjoying himself, showing off a little cockiness and a little celebration. This isn't, a friendly battle between two friends. This seems to be a war, especially for Sami Zayn, who is now able to counter Jey Uso, sending him into the ring. Sami Zayn now looking, oh my days, sending Jey Uso straight into the turnbuckle. And now Sami Zayn is charging up. He is getting ready to put this match away once and for all, and a huge clothesline to Jey Uso. As Sami Zayn now picks this man up, he sends him into the corner, and Sami Zayn looking to end this match once and for all. He looks at Jey, but that hesitation allowed Jey to counter. As Sami Zayn now maybe on the end of some big damage. Jey Uso with a big splash. No! Nobody's home as Sami Zayn was able to move out of the way. Nevertheless, Jey Uso somehow is still the man on the attack as he charges up. A big kick. Sami Zayn able to catch it. Right fist. Clothesline. These boys, these friends, these brothers know each other so well. But at the moment, it is Sami Zayn who is pulling out new tricks, able to stop Jey Uso and pull out new tricks in order to just destroy and penetrate the body of Jey Uso, who is somehow, some way still able to counter down big DDT by Jey Uso onto Sami Zayn. And he now looks to climb the top ropes. Jey Uso, I think I said Jimmy, please excuse me. Jey Uso once again flying, but to no one home as Sami Zayn able to move out of the way. And now we have some back and forth action. What a main event we are having here tonight as Sami Zayn, Jey Uso are tearing the house down. And Sami Zayn with the final punch. Now sending Jey Uso into the corner. No counter once again. And Jey Uso is somehow still in this match. Somehow this match continues. Now it is Jey though who is countered. Sent into the ropes. Big clothesline by Sami Zayn. Now some big stomps as Sami Zayn looks to climb the top ropes. And another big splash, but this time it is Jey who moves out of the way. Nobody home for Sami Zayn. Jey Uso sent into the ropes. Another huge clothesline as Sami Zayn trying to fly. Once again, will Jey Uso be able to move out of the way? No, Sami Zayn. Huge splash. And Sami is hyped up. He is ready. Looking to put this match away once and for all. Huge stunner onto Jey Uso, but no, it seems like Sami Zayn is not done as he picks up Jey Uso. But Jey Uso able to counter now, looking for the pinfall. Can he get it done? One, kick out at one. 1, 2, kick out at 2 from Jey Uso. But Sami Zayn, who has been the man in control for about this whole match, who early on made Jey bleed, is not finished as he sends Jey right into the turnbuckle. And once again grabbing Jey and sending him into the corner. Sami Zayn looking to put an end to this once and for all. This is not looking good for Jey Uso as Sami Zayn looking for the super finish. Oh my days, Jey Uso may be out cold. 2, 3, and just like that, Sami Zayn has been able to be his friend, his brother, maybe not for long. Jey Uso in this fantastic main event. The World Heavyweight Champion has just been pinned by one of his closest friends, Sami Zayn. And hopefully, for their friendship, this is done. This is finished. But I don't know. We'll have to see, as I thought we were done there, but it looks like Braun Breaker is coming out to end the show instead. He has a mic. Let's go ahead and hear this man out. As you guys know, Seth Rollins is looking at John Cena's title. This is not because he is scared of Jey Uso, of Gunther, of whoever is in the way. Seth has already beat all of them. This is because his plan is now greater than ever. See, Seth Rollins spoke to the Raw GM. He was able to remove the #1 contendership from himself, and he was able to give it to me. I am your new #1 contender for the World Heavyweight Championship. And Seth Rollins' plan is going very well, and everything is going as planned. So Jey Uso, you have your title match next week against Gunther. And then probably you'll have another 2 or 3 title defenses. Then I'll come in. I'll steal your title. I'll take that title. Seth Rollins will take John Cena's title. And that's as far as you guys will get to know about the plan. But just know we are ready to dominate We are ready to take over. And while Seth goes for Cena, Jey Uso, World Heavyweight title, I'm coming after you.